YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my finished 13 by Halloween update. So I completed my goal on one I'm doing a project, and I had to switch another one out, so I'll get to those first. So my Physicians Formula highlighter, I just wanted to hit pan, and last time I had like a pinprick of pan. Now I actually have like real pan. So I am considering this one done. I'm considering that real pan for this because this took me months. And I have so many other highlighters that quite frankly deserve a little love. Maybe next year I will work on hitting more pan or possibly even finishing it if I use it all year long. But even though that's probably my favorite highlighter, I'm ready to use some of my other highlighters. So we were considering that one done, and I had to switch out the EOS Stick Balm in Sweet Mint. I did get a tiny bit of waste with it, but I actually took a picture on my Instagram, and I will link the picture down below because I do not have time to edit the picture into this, but this dried out my lips so bad they cracked. I didn't take a picture of my lips, I took a picture of what I switched it out with. Thank God, because my lips were heinous. So I switched them out with these two mini Jane Iredale Just Kissed lip and cheek stains. And I finished the pink one. So that one was mostly done to begin with. So I've technically finished 1.5 products. And the Just Peach one, which was completely new, is now down to here. This will definitely be finished by next week, probably. So I decided not to even bother marking it, but I will link the picture down below so you can see where they were originally at. And I've made good progress with most of the rest of these. I'm actually really proud of my progress with my Benefit Watts Up, because at first I was making no progress, and I was just using it like on my face, so I'm like, okay, I like this highlighter, but it's getting kind of old, so I need to either use it up or something. If I put it on my lids, it completely vanishes as a cream base, so I can't do that. I have oily eyelids, I'm not surprised, but I decided to try it. However, if I use this like on my collarbone and kind of down my chest a little bit, it looks really pretty. So that's what I've been doing, and it has helped whittle it down a little bit. Here are my marks. So I think by the time Halloween rolls around, I will have finished this. Hopefully. Next is my Josie Maran Cheek Gelée. I actually had to depot it out of this little pot because it was getting really hard to jam my Real Technique sponge in there, which is how I apply it to my face. So I scraped out everything that I could. There's probably not even a full application left in there, so I'm not worried about it. And I depotted it into this much bigger little pot that I got from Walmart. So that is all that's left. That's probably another 2 months use. I don't really know. I went through a lot of it this month. I am kind of a blush abuser, as I like a glowy cheek, but the only thing I like to really glow on my face is this part of my face. Everything else I want all matte all the time. And you know, like my lips and my eyes, that's fun to glow too. Now, I do have 2 eyeshadows in this palette. One I want to hit pan on, the other one I want to finish. This is the Too Faced Natural Eyes, the super duper old version that I bought on a blog sale and then promptly got lost for a year during a move. So this thing is ancient. I want to hit pan on Heaven. I did poke a hole in it to see how deep it went, and it goes pretty darn deep. Hopefully in another month or so I will have hit pan, but right now I have not. I use this every day on my brow bone, so. And I want to finish Honey Pot. I already had a little bit of pan on it, but the pan has grown significantly. I even hit like the side of the pan, if you can see that over there. And other than like up in the corners, most of it has been flattened pretty significantly. So I definitely foresee no problem in using up Honey Pot. Like I said, eventually that is a palette I would like to use up. I don't know if I would necessarily ever do a full pan that palette for it, but the shadows all work fine right now. They're not super crumbly or anything like that, because I know some people have experienced with this particular palette, once it has gotten old, it has gotten either not pigmented enough, like the pigmentation has died, or the shadows start getting crumbly. And I haven't really experienced any of that yet, because I've used like the other shadows too. When I use Honey Pot, I typically just use this palette altogether, except I will use like a crease shade out of my Lorac Pro, because that's basically all I have. Crease shades and outer lid shades. I'm using my Stila smudge stick every day. I used it today. Unfortunately, because Stila hates project panners, you cannot roll this up without it getting stuck. So, I mean, it's dirty. I use it every day. Or every day I wear makeup. Some days I don't wear makeup. But I roll this up every 2 to 3 days, because when this is not all dried out like it likes to do, these things dry up, I say quickly. They dry up in about a year. So, because I've had one of them completely dry out on me to the point where the thing just fell out of the tube. It was the Tetra one in the Moment palette. But this one is still creamy and wonderful. That's why I figured I would throw it in a seasonal project panning thing, so that it didn't go to waste. Because it came in the Sephora eyeliner kit last year that I bought. I'm not entirely sure why I bought it, honestly, because I had several of the liners. Like, I had a full-size Kat Von D Trooper liner, and it gave me a mini one. But, whatever. I bought it, so I'm going to try and use things up from it. Oh, next is my CoverGirl and Olay Eye Concealer. The Depuffer, this little thing. Last month, I was right there. This month, I'm right here. Thankfully, it does taper in, so hopefully it would get progress would get a little bit better. I use this every time I put on my makeup. I usually use a corrector, and then I use this. And it makes a good look that doesn't crease too badly on me. So I've already tried to use this up once, and because I accidentally kind of stuck it in with another concealer or something that operated like a concealer on my poor fair skin, I didn't get to finish it. So hopefully this time I will finish it, because nothing in here operates like a concealer. Next is my Ladykin El Maju Super Brightening Cream. It is a moisturizer. The Broccoli Super Brightening Cream. Started out here, I have now gotten down to here. I would have made a little more progress, but my final Birchbox sent me a nighttime moisturizer, so for a week I didn't use this. And I believe Sephora, the Play by Sephora box, is sending a moisturizer this time, so it will probably be about the same amount of progress. I do think I can finish this by the end of it, though, without any problem. Even though I can only use a little bit of that at a time, because not only is it kind of on the thick side, their version of whitening or brightening cream means it's super duper white, and I have to rub it in really, really well to not have a bright white face. I have that on my own, thank you. Now next is my two lip products. The Buxom Lip Gloss in Trixie I have not used at all. At least I don't think I have. Right now it looks like it's slightly under the line, so maybe I did use it once. I don't know. This was not what I focused on though, because I wanted to finish my lip gloss in my 5 by Fall challenge, and I was wearing it with this, and I finished it today. Now unfortunately my marks rubbed off again, because something about this plastic, everything rubs off, and I forgot to cover it with nail polish. But this is all that's left. So I don't feel like trying to go and re-look up the marks just to mark that little bit. Like, that's with the plastic up. You roll the part with the plastic back down, and it's literally a little nub. Like, for some reason, this was super duper creamy with me, like creamy to the point of breaking. So for a while I was applying it with a lip brush, but it got to the point where if I didn't roll it up too far, I could apply it on my lips. And that is actually broken completely off the tube now. Because today when I applied it, I rolled it up a little too far and it tried to swoosh off. But it didn't go all the way, so I saved it, but that's probably only a couple of days left. Which means I have no idea what the heck I'm gonna wear this with. I will figure something out, I promise. Because I've been trying to use this up for like a year. But because it's a color I don't typically go for, it hangs out forever. Next two products should definitely be done soon. This is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Last month I was here, now I'm all the way down to here. Yeah, this should be done by the end of this month, much less before next update. Next is my Neutrogena Cleansing Oil. And I have this ridiculously tiny amount of product left, as you can see. I use like 4 pumps of this at a time. This will be gone by the end of the week. Unfortunately, I couldn't finish it by the time this update went up. Now, the two products I have not done very well on. I have my e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator. I've used this probably about 3 times, but it is literally like right under the line that I made last time, so I don't see the point in marking it. I would just have to try and be better about using it. And finally is my, what is this called? Pure Smile Snail Hand Cream. Last time I was there, this time I am literally just right below it. This has a weird scent, and I pointed that out last time. And I think I figured out what it is. It is a slightly sickeningly sweet scent of like caramel almost. And I don't really like it. It's a good hand cream and I paid for it, so I want to use it up, and I don't think anybody else would want it because it says snail cream on it. Like, it is a snail hand cream milk, and that does not bother me, but something about the scent is kind of bleh. I might use this on my feet or something, because it is nice and moisturizing, but if I put it on my feet rather than my hands, I don't have to smell it. So that is it. Next month I should have this little lip balm done. I should have these two done. I will definitely have my lipstick done, so that will get me like 4 more done. And after that, I had 15 in here originally, and I finished one, and so after I finish off a couple of more, I might throw a few things in like I normally do. I haven't totally decided yet. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!